Well, good Friday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here and let's wake up the football gods here. Hope everybody's having a great day. And listen, this is truly, truly important. Make sure today, it is Veterans Day. You see a veteran, you know a veteran, you be sure to thank them for everything that they have done to keep us safe and to keep our democracy together. Without those veterans, we would not be the country that we are. We would not have the things that we have. So from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. Thank you so much. And, I'm going to put a little bit more in here this morning. Things in life happen for a reason sometimes. And sometimes when things happen and you're going through stuff, you don't realize that it's actually leading on to something else. And Stuart Morrison, who's no longer with us, I think about Stuart quite a bit because I really got to know Stuart in the last year of his life. And Stuart, I swear, this is going to sound so crazy, but there's so many things that are happening that I swear just don't seem normal or should be happening, but they are. After everything that happened this offseason, losing Randy Gregory, losing Connor Williams, losing Lyle Collins, losing Amari Cooper, Tyron Smith before the season started, losing Dak Prescott, all of these things that have been going on that are just not normal for a team that is 6-2 and thought to be a Super Bowl team. I'm sorry, to have Cooper Rush go 5-1. Was it 5-1? Or 4, whatever it was. The fact that we have a winning record with a backup quarterback. That Mike McCarthy, who was on the hot seat, and, he was just literally keeping the seat warm for Sean Payton. These things don't make any sense, except for Stuart Morrison and his dying wish. Cowboys win the Super Bowl. Maybe it's all coincidence or stuff, but I like to think that that's what's going on. Thank you, Stuart. I also have to thank Stuart Morrison because, as I thank the veterans out there, and Joe Boo, I don't know if you can see it right here. Joe Boo has this, wrist brace key holder that he's been wearing. That is actually from Brother Roz. Brother Roz and I talked a bit and stuff. When Stuart was alive last year, he came down for the tailgate and stuff, and he gave me that for Joe Boo. And it's been around Joe Boo's neck right there. That bracelet he wore in Iraq. He wore that in Iraq. I don't know, and I'll have to ask him. Roz literally died in Iraq and they brought him back. Now, I don't know if he was wearing that when he was there and died and came back. But you think about what he, as well as millions of others veterans, have done for us. You got to be thankful. And I am very, very thankful. Okay. We're getting close. Week 10 is now underway. The Carolina Panthers have seemed to have gotten up off the mat and seem to be better by subtraction. They just looked like the better team last night against the Atlanta Falcons. Marcus Mariota, sorry. He looked as bad as his Subway. I don't know if you guys remember when he was being drafted, Subway made like a meat Mariota, which was the most hideous thing I've ever seen in my life. he looked worse than that. He literally looked worse. That pass that, fortunately his ass hit the ground, but he's rolling on the ground and whoop, just throws it up, and it's just bad. To think that for a while they were actually leading the NFC South. Whew. Yeah. There's been some bad football and bad quarterback play this year. We here at the NFC East, which used to be the NFC Least, which has turned 180 around to the NFC Beast. We've got the New York stinking Giants going against the Texans, so it's kind of a bye week for them. We've got the Eagles versus the Commanders. Of course, Monday night, and we have us going to Green Bay. This, to me, is how you know how the players really feel about Mike McCarthy. By the way they play this weekend. If they come through and they just do a shellacking, the players know how it is for Mike McCarthy to have been run out of town by Aaron Rodgers. And let's be clear here. He was run out of town by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers threw him under the bus, much the way he's throwing his rookie wide receivers under the bus. And I'm feeling like that is a team that is about ready to implode. It's a gas leak going on in Green Bay. And the Cowboys are about to light a cigarette. That if this gets ugly, it's going to get real ugly in Green Bay. Mike McCarthy, if the Cowboys players really dig Mike McCarthy, they're going to go in there and they're going to win this one for Mike McCarthy. Now, the advantage for the Cowboys is Mike McCarthy knows where the bodies are buried in Green Bay. He was basically telling, Dak Prescott about be prepared for a slippery field. He's emphasized that all week, and he's like, make sure you check your cleats and the grass business and everything else, because we know how it is at Lambeau Field. It's going to start out, I think, around 32 degrees around kickoff, and it'll be freezing up and things. So, that's where he's trying to let you know it can be a skate out there. You want to make sure that the field does not become part of the problem. Now, this is the opportunity because the Green Bay Packers are a bad team, and they are beat the hell up. They are a wounded animal. Sometimes we feel bad for that wounded animal. But Micah Parsons, I like this. So when Micah was asked about Aaron Rodgers' dip, he pulled out, I'm almost going to say, this is almost a Jerry Jonesism. He shared a lesson from his grandma. If you see a roach and it's fooling around, do you step on it and bury it? Or do you let it rebuild and get back to life? You can't have any remorse. Ouch. Yeah. That's the perfect analogy, because I think of Aaron Rodgers like that cockroach. I hate that guy. No, let me stop that. I dislike Aaron Rodgers, what he has done to my Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. So many times with the Green Bay Packers, from Matt frickin' Flynn. And this is one of the reasons why Jason Garrett just kills me. We had a 26-3 lead over Matt Flynn's Green Bay Packers one time at halftime. And in the second half, we passed the ball more than the Green Bay Packers did, allowing them, with Matt Flynn, to come back and win the game. We all know about the catch, no catch. We know about Dak taking the team down the field and scoring in the playoffs, and us relaxing because there's only like 40 seconds left. It's not enough time. And Aaron Rodgers takes him down. They kick the field goal. And we lose. And we're left wanting again. I want to bury Aaron Rodgers. I want to step on the cockroach. I want to hear a crunch when we go through this weekend. This weekend's going to be busy because we have the game in Germany. which with Tampa Bay against Seattle. Big game on Sunday. We're going to start our live stream at 9:30, and we'll carry on through the Cowboys and stuff. But let's listen in to Good Morning Football. They got an interesting take on the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they are 100% right. This is a trap game. Here's the final thought on this whole thing as we get ready for this game on Sunday. Dak Prescott said about his return to Green Bay, "I honestly can't wait for his Saturday night speech, but not a lot has to be said about this week. We know what our coach means to us. We know how long he was up there. We know how special going back is going to be for him." Enough said. Let's see what the Cowboys do this weekend. And I think sub-wise, I've had a hard time figuring out what we're going to do for our sub for Sunday, because I can't do a cheese curd. I'm really not into the bratwurst, because, isn't that kind of like a glizzy? I mean, nobody's going to eat a glizzy on camera. They're going to eat a glizzy sub, so to speak. So I think because the New York Stinking Giants are on Thanksgiving, what we're going to do is we're going to do a chopped cheese sandwich. We'll do a chopped, and we'll put lots of cheese. Okay, normally they just put American cheese on. No, we're gonna put some good cheese on it. With some cheddar. We'll end up putting some pepper jack and all that. So we'll make a good chopped cheese steak sub, chopped cheese sub. Okay, how about that one? All right, unless you've got a better idea, but that's what I think we're gonna do. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I'll see you soon. Our folks here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe for the Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say is